Yo, 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 this is Factorio, and I'm gonna show you how to build a clock. So this is a tutorial video. It's gonna be like two separate builds in this video, but both together, and they're gonna make a clock. Okay, so to get started, we're gonna take some constant combinators and we're gonna put them next to each other. We need some power, obviously. So we'll just bring in some power real quick and put it there. Okay, so first off, we've got two constant combinators. Turn them both off, and in the right hand side one, which we're going to use to reset our clock, we're going to just quickly put in some values of T, which represents time. H is going to represent hours, M will represent minutes, and S seconds. And we're going to set all these to 999, like so. And this one we're going to put a T for time with a value of 10. Just going to leave those turned off for now. And then we're going to build a pulse generator, which we will use to reset the clock. So a decider combinator, an arithmetic combinator, and another decider combinator will make a pulse generator, which only lets out positive values. So we take the green wire from this one on the left, input it to this combinator. We say its conditions to each, above 0, output each, and just take a red wire from its output to the arithmetic's input, and then we're going to set the input to each times -1. This will cancel out the original signal that comes through. So each times -1, output each. And should have some wires on my action bar, actually, my tool belt. Then we take the output from both this decider and this arithmetic, which on the first tick will come out of there and also into there. So on the first tick it's going to get let out, but on the second tick it's going to get cancelled out again. And you won't have a signal anymore, but you will have a signal for one update for one tick, and that's basically what pulse generator does. So then we just copy the settings from this combinator to that one, which is the same, each above 0, output each, and just make sure that the signal that comes out of this pulse generator is always positive and it's never below 0, it's never a minus. Okay, so we've got the reset built there. We just need to now, should have some of these on my bar as well. We do need to build a counter, which is a decider combinator that's powered, and we're going to say if the value T, which is going to come from there with a green wire, if the value T is below 600, then output T's, and it'll just remember that with this red wire, like so. And this this combinator there, red wire from there to there, like that, and this combinator will be able to reset this one with signals from there. Okay. So that's the counter. If I turn on this, you'll see that it will count up to 600 and then start again from 0. And that's what we're going to use for collecting seconds and minutes and hours. Okay. So on the next row, I'm going to take a constant combinator and I'm going to take the T signal from the first row, and I'm going to say if the T signal is 0, I'm going to output 1 second like that, and we're going to make another pulse generator out of this because we don't want a constant S. We want a pulse of an S to go into there. So we take another arithmetic and a decider, and we take a red wire, and we take the S value, minus it by times it by -1, output the S value, and again we just wire that both of the outputs into this one, and this just makes sure that S is always positive. And on the end of this line, this is where we store the seconds that have passed. So any second that are below 60, we're going to count them up until 60 and store them in there like so, and then we're just going to connect that to that like that, and then we're going to start from counting seconds into minutes. So another decider combinator, and this one will say if the S signal is 0, then we're going to output a minute with a value of 1. Take the S signal from the previous row, put it into there, and again we're just going to pulse it out into a counter. So red wire from the output of the decider to the input of the arithmetic, and the output of the decider and the arithmetic into the output of this decider. This decider says if the minutes are positive, then we can carry on through, and this is where we count the minutes. So if there are less than 60 minutes, we will keep counting the minutes like this. If I get the correct signal the first time, and put there. We're counting minutes, counting a constant signal of minutes there. Of course, minutes are 0. Everything's 0 right now. Everything's 0 right now, so that's just going to loop around for a minute. We'll ignore that for now. That's because we haven't plugged in any other combinators yet. So this is where we collect the hours with the green wire there, and we say if the minutes are 0, then we output an hour into another pulse generator with the value of hours times -1. Output hours. Connect both of these to the input of this, and say if the hours are positive, then we'll let them travel on to the counter where we input the hours and save them if they are less than 24. Like so. We might have a mistake somewhere, but we'll find out soon enough. Be able to fix it then. Okay, so we take the red wire then, and we just continue that like that. Then this one. Okay, we're just going to put that there, and we're going to say each plus 0 output each, and that's just to output our signal. We can just put that. We can use that to change the colour of the wire if we so wish to. So we're just going to put that to there like that, and that to there like that. Turn that on. They should all have reset. And turn it off, and we're still catching minutes from somewhere. It's got an output signal of 1. Developed a problem. Oh, there's the problem. We need to say we need to be pulsing this signal. If I would have pressed tab, I would have found that out. So we need to minus the minutes there by 1 so that it only pulses in. Okay, let's try this again. We'll reset that. Everything should be disappeared. If I'd have had that wire connected, it would have been all disappeared. Okay, everything's disappeared. Right, that's basically done. We just now need to show you that it counts seconds on this pole. Look, you'll see seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7. When that reaches 60 and then resets back to 0, we will get a minute and then an hour. So that's the timer set up. We can switch that off and we can reset that. And right now we can set the clock with values in this combinator by setting the hour and the minute and the second, if you so please. So the hour is 14 on the 24-hour clock. The minute is 58, and I'm going to be able to catch the 45 seconds probably, like so. This will set the clock. Okay. Now if you see there, the values, just above my head probably. That's the hours, 14, which is 2 PM, 58 minutes, 59 minutes now, and the seconds there. Excuse me. So we just leave that running. That's the current time, which is being displayed on my phone there. Probably been wondering why that's there. That's just to show you that that's the current time, and that it's going to keep time as well. So once you've got your signals there for your minutes, your seconds and your hours, you can actually turn them into an actual display. Excuse me. Now to do that, you're just going to take some constant combinators, make a row of 10. So one more, and before these I'm just going to put 10 decider combinators like this, and in front of these I'm going to put 10 arithmetic combinators like this. Some power poles so they've got power like so. And then I'm going to take my green wire and I'm going to run it all the way up the back of these like this. They're all connected. I use a clicking macro on my mouse if you wondered how I did that. And then all the outputs the same, green wire on this side. Take your red wire and connect the output to the constant to the input of the arithmetic, and do that on all of these like this. Okay, they're all connected. Now then, we are going to build a 7-segment display above this. So I'm going to leave a gap there. Build segments, so there's 4, 5, 6 and 7. Just so we know how far we need to bring up the power poles. Like this, and then just one last constant combinator there to set the colour of whatever colour you want the display to be. Green wire from that to the outputs from there, and from that to the lights. Okay, once all that's connected, we're going to start setting up some values. So on the lights, first of all, we're going to say use colours. I'm going to copy that and paste it on everything just to save time. And on this first segment is going to be signal 1. I'm going to copy paste it to all the top segment. This one's going to be signal 2, and so forth all the way along until they've all got a signal. I wish you could do this as fast as you could say how to do it, but yeah, limitations of being a human being, I guess. Okay, that's all set up. Now we just need to these are where we're going to store the data for which segments are going to light up for which number, and we're going to start with a 0, and we're just going to look at a light like this. It makes it easier, and we're just going to see which segments are needed to light up to make a 0. So we need 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That'll light up as a 0. Then we need a 1, which is segment 2 and 6, and so on. So you just put in the segment values there of the corresponding number from 0 to 9 all the way down, and we'll build a nice set of numbers. So I've gotten to 2, so we'll need to 1, skip the 2 and get the 3, 4, 5, skip 6, take 7, 3, 1, skip 2, take 3, take 4, skip 5, take 6 and 7, 4, we take the 2, 3, 4, 6, for the 5 it's the 1, the 2, the 4, the 6 and the 7 and the 6. Wait a second, just make sure. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're up to 6. To the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 7 is 1, 3, 6. The 8 is everything from 1 all the way to 7. And 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7, I believe. So, now all our values we need to make numbers, and we just need to translate this into these values. To do that, we're going to take an arithmetic combinator, change it to plus, and the first row, this is going to be the hours, so we're going to take the hours plus 0, and I'm just going to use science pack signal, and then we're going to output that into another arithmetic combinator, which will divide by 10. So this divides science packs by 10, and it outputs a T, like so. Take the red wire from that into there, green wire from that into the inputs of the deciders, and then we can bring also the signal from our clock into this arithmetic combinator, like so. So now we've got a value of T1, which is the first decimal place in 10. So the first decimal place is 1, the second decimal place is 15 in the current signal, which is 15. So we get the first decimal place, which is the 10, and then we just need to start programming these. So we then say if the T equals output a science pack. I'm just going to copy that down there for quickness or speed, and then we're just going to do these in succession from 0 to 9. So bear with me while I quickly do this. If I press the correct part of the combinator, it might help. 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, counting down a rocket but really slow, 5, 4, there we go, like that. And this one's going to be each times science pack output each. This whole row is going to be copy paste job like so, and we have something happening. Okay, so we've got a signal of 1, that's outputting a science pack, so that should be outputting stuff. 2 and 6, which is not a 1, should be 3 and 6 with the looks of it. So if there's any errors, you'll start noticing now. So that's a 1, we've got a 1 signal, we're displaying a 1 there. And if we want to change its colour, we can turn it green or red or yellow or whatever colour you like. Okay, so that's the first decimal place. But then we want to carry over the second decimal place, and to get that, to get the second decimal place, we need to remove the 10 decimal place from the signal and only output the 1 decimal place. So we take the output from that and input it into this one, which will be minus T minus science pack output T, and then we take the green wire from the divider, put it into this multiplier, and we multiply the T by 10, output the T, and take the green wire from that into that, like so. Signals are wrong there, I think. Science pack. We need to remove the science packs, which is the current value coming out of there, which is the 10s. So we need to remove the science pack from the T, output the T, which is a 5 there, you see. So we can then carry that back out onto the next digit, which would give us 15. So we're going to quickly grab our blueprint, take this whole thing like that, and print it right next door to this bad boy, like so. And simply we're going to take green wire with this combinator there that minuses, take that wire off that pole because we're going to need to carry this green signal along. We're going to take the minus and put it into the plus over there, and we should get a 5. So here we go. Got an input of 5. But this one needs to divide by 1 now because we're at the 1s, and we don't need these ones on the 1 decimal place. We don't need to send it any further, so we should just have the 5. Let's see what we're counting there, the hours. So we've got 50, it's 1500 hours. That needs to be a T signal, not a H. And we've got broken 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just got to fix the 5. So if you come across errors like this, it's easy to spot. Just need to make the 5 correctly, like this, and we've got it. And it's going to be broken on the other one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy it from there and fix this one, like so. Then let's copy this double thing, because it's a tens. Because then you save yourself some work putting all these signals back to what they should be. You just have to change one then. I'm going to leave a little gap between these, like so. A gap of 3 blocks. And I can place in the nice little dots between the minutes, hours and seconds. So they're all nicely separated. And take my green wire. Don't cross the 2 displays though. Take a green wire from one of the displays and light up 2 of these each, like this. And I'm just going to say on these, if anything is above 0, they can light up like this, and they will also match colour of the display, whatever you set these to. Right, so we know it's 1500 hours, but what minutes is it? It is 36 minutes. So just quickly take the wires away from these, which your blueprint put in. This one, this H there, needs to be changed to an M. And this H here needs to be changed to an S. Then we just need to get this green wire and carry our signal over into the minutes, and finally into the seconds. Then we should have a complete display, and with any luck we should be displaying exactly the same thing that's on this phone right there, which has been keeping time this whole time. This thing's been keeping that time this whole time it is taken to build this display. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you do it. I hope it was easy enough to follow. So just a quick rundown of what we've built here. We've got a display that can count the hours there, minutes and seconds of actual time if you like, which is evident there. Or we can just quickly reset this. Oh, just one thing that I forgot to mention. This one that's a number 9, we need to change this to equal or above 9. So that's the only thing. Just need to do that. And then they'll all say 99999, so you know it's reset, like that. Turn it off, it'll at 0, and it'll just start again. You turn that off, it won't count anymore, like so. So you can freeze it, so you can be like a stopwatch, like that. So if I remove these values from there, reset that, like that, got to leave the T value in because this one needs something to count, to convert to minutes, seconds and hours. And if I start this, I've just started a timer, a stopwatch. So say you want to play the game for just an hour, you come on, you start your stopwatch, and you need something to alert you that you've been playing for an hour. So you could also build an alarm into this. All you need to do is build it up here somewhere, and you're just going to need 2 decider combinators, set them to equals. We're going to take our time signal from that combinator into both of these, take an arithmetic like so, and to set the alarm we're going to say if the hour is, oh, we better set the time as well. I'll show you how to set the time again. what we're going to say, if the hour is 1500 and the time is, hour is 1500, we're going to output, let's use science packs, a red science pack, and if the minutes equals, what are we approaching, 20, so if the minutes 20, we're going to output another science pack like that. Then this one is going to be changed to and red science pack and green science pack. Sorry, red science pack and green science pack. We're going to output a blue science pack, and for this we're going to need a speaker. Got to do this fast so I can set the clock. We take both of these into there, into the speaker, and we can say if blue science pack excuse me, is above 0, then you'll get an alarm. You can show an alert, global playback, all that good stuff. So we're going to have to set the time now for that to work. So again, I need a signal of a H, an M and an S. The hours are 15, sorry. The minutes are 18. And the seconds are approaching 25. I'm going to have to nope that for a second because it won't reset. So the seconds are approaching 35. 4, click, 35. So when it reaches 20 minutes past 3, the alarm's going to go off. Whoop, 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 whoop. So you could set it for a certain time, or if you want to just set it for an hour, you're just going to set that to H equals 1, because if you're just using it as a timer, you just set this to H equals 1, output a science pack or whatever, and then you could just output that straight to the, speaker. In fact, so if say you only had an hour to play, you could pretty much just put it straight to the speaker and say if the hour is above 0, so you could put H there, an hour above 0, so you could connect this straight to a speaker. But if you need to input minutes, that's when you're going to need to build it like this, so that you've got both values together, and then they're combined to create a third value, which is your trigger for your alarm. So just going to wait for the alarm to go, guys, while I say thanks for watching this. I hope it's helped you build a clock and understand a bit more about combinators. It definitely helped me. It's one of the first things I built on Factorio with combinators before I knew anything about combinators at all was one of these displays. I actually watched a tutorial a long time ago. There it is. I actually watched a tutorial a long time ago on how to build a display, and that's just where my passion for combinators and stuff started, in Factorio. So again, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, give us a thumb. If you don't like it, do that. Either way, that's what YouTube is all about, and see you next video. Peace.